Thanks, John. There's a new report out from the Defense IG that says that American defense officials didn't fully account for nearly 40,000 weapons that the U.S. provided to Ukraine, sensitive material, small enough to be bartered, put on the black market. Does the White House have any reaction, any concern about that report?
Certainly, I'd refer you to the Defense Department for a more detailed reaction, but just let me broadly say we have for many, many months now been interested in improving accountability over the end use of material that is provided to Ukraine. We have had that conversation with our Ukrainian partners, and they share our concerns about accountability. Now, we are grateful for the work that the DoD IG did. That was a significant body of work, and we appreciate that. We're going to go through this. I know DoD has already gone through this and reacted to it. I would also note that the report made clear that DoD has made some improvements, including things like handheld scanners, and tried to boost a little bit of the footprint there at the embassy to try to help with better tracking of material. The report also noted, which I think is not an insignificant, two insignificant things that it noted. One, that there's no evidence, the report noted, there's no evidence of any sort of wide-scale diversion or illicit diversion of any of the material that's been going on to Ukraine. And two, that it is a wartime environment, and there are real limits to our ability to count every bean, every bullet, every artillery shell. We have a small footprint at the embassy of military men and women who are working on this accountability, but we don't want to, nor should we be expected to put them in greater harm's way, closer to the front to inspect every little shipment and how it's being used. I mean, it's a combat environment. And even in combat environments, Nancy, that we run, wars we're fighting, and then we're not fighting in this war. There are real limits in actual combat when you are being shot at and attacked and shelled, for you to account for everything that you're actually using.
Thank you, Karine. Does President Biden share former President Trump's view that NATO took advantage of the United States and that Europe owes the United States billions of dollars? And may I ask you for a comment on former President's refusal to fully commit to NATO? And I have one more question.
Wait. Before you go, just let me put a fork in this one, because I'm not talking about the campaign trail, and I'm not going to talk about the former president, what he's saying on the campaign trail. I'm not going to get into that. That would be inappropriate from my perch. I would ask you to look at the record that this president has had with respect to NATO. NATO is now bigger, larger, and much more capable under President Biden's stewardship and leadership inside the alliance, and certainly in the context of Mr. Putin's war in Ukraine. This is a president who has invested literally from the beginning in improving our network of alliances and partnerships, investing in their capabilities, investing in trusting in those relationships and making them stronger. And it's not just NATO, it's all around the world. What's your second question, or third question?
Last week you told me that you're still discussing with your allies whether to confiscate 300 billion of Russian frozen assets. But Bloomberg reported yesterday that in November, the White House sent a note to Congress supporting similar such a legislation about confiscating Russian assets. Could you clarify your position? Do you support, in principle, confiscating those assets, but you're discussing just details or the way to do it, or you're still waiting?
I don't have an update for you on that.